Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. My name is Nat and I'm here for you. I am here for you as often as I can get to this microphone to hopefully cheer you up, help you find the keys to the door that will unlock your happiness. And that's my goal, to help you find your happiness. If this is your first time here, I'm glad you found this show. Welcome. I hope my words help you find your happiness and unlock that door. Okay? Don't forget about my book, The Positive Perspective. I am working on my second book now. You can grab this one on Amazon or from my website, bepositivepodcast.com. A pop-up will come up and you can get your book from Amazon or directly from me if you want to skip big tech. And you can get your personalized copy too. Kurt, yours is on the way. It should be going out tomorrow. I'm going to sign it right after the show tonight. Kurt in Utah bought a book and personalized one. I might start announcing people who buy some books here. So, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. If you've got something you want me to talk about, you know where to go. bepositivepodcast.com/your story. Tell me all about it. I'll talk about it on the air and give you a shout out. All right. I'm going to jump right into the show here. There's all kind of promotions I can do, but I'm not doing them today. Today's show is called Focus. And that's it. I tossed around several titles for this idea of the show that I wanted to have, and after watching some news and talking to some people and seeing what's going on in the world, I'm reminded that it's all a distraction from what my life is supposed to be. All this outside stuff, outside chatter. If you've listened to the show before, probably a couple hundred shows back, I used to say outside chatter doesn't matter. And it doesn't. It's what's going on inside of you. And so when you are paying attention and you're being influenced by the outside world and outside situations and people and things, and you're letting that dictate your emotion, you're letting that make you feel a certain way because you're angry because this happened, or you're upset because this happened. When it's time now, especially now, to really focus on what it is that you want. Focus on who you are. Because who knows how long we have here on this planet? Who knows? This could be the last show. You never know. I hope not. But you never know. It could be tomorrow. Tonight could be your last night on Earth. And are you living your best life? Are you focused on your dreams? Or are you being distracted by all the outside influences, by the evil that's out there, by the different kinds of things that can distract you from what you want to be? And it's easy to fall into it. It's easy to just say, you know what, I'm just gonna, you know what, there's nothing I can do. I'm just gonna go along with the flow and not rock the boat, and I'll just suck it up, and I won't get what I want out of life, but at least it'll be a nice, cool, quiet, easy life, and I'll just cruise through it. Well, you could do that. No, you know, it's your life, you know, but it kind of seems like a waste. You have this incredible machine, this incredible computer, this biological computer called the brain, and the body to experience consciousness and experience the physical world. Now, I don't know what happens after this meat suit is used up, but I know it won't be physical. You won't be, you know, able to actually touch these things in the world. It's a different level of consciousness that nobody knows until you get there. I wish somebody would come back and tell us so, you know, we could see if we're actually right. But, you know, there is so much input, and especially now in the age of technology. I mean, I'm a computer geek, a tech geek, and I'm connected every which way from Sunday. But there's times when you lose focus over that, and you're just overly stimulated with information, with propaganda, with truth, with lies, with opinions, with facts, with sadness, with catastrophes, with miracles, and you're bombarded with this stuff all day long. And if you don't focus on what it is you want out of life, then you get lost in there. You get lost in all that stuff coming in from the outside. You get all burnt out, so you're just sitting there vegging, watching TV, watching whatever they're putting in front of your face. You're reading whatever they put in front of you instead of using your own brain to understand who it is you are and what you stand for. What are your values? What are your morals? Are you everything you thought you would be at this age? I like asking that question. You know why? Because if anybody says yes, they're lying. I don't think anyone predicts where they're going to be in their life, because their life changes. Yeah, I knew I'd be sitting here at this age doing this. No, you didn't. You didn't. And it's okay. It's life. It's experiences, and your path in life changes because your thoughts on things change, your opinions on things change, and you grow. And that's what this is. This life is growing. And if you don't change and you don't grow, then you're not really living. It's that simple. So when you start to really focus on what it is that brings you joy. Now, I've talked to some people that have on the text line and in emails that say they don't know what brings them joy. So that's a hard one to understand, because at one point in your life, I don't care how old you are, how young you are, there was a time when you smiled about something and you felt good. Maybe you blocked it out. Maybe you're afraid you're going to get hurt if you experience those feelings again. Whatever it is, you have it, but you have to be able to go back to it and realize what it's like to feel joy and focus on that. Maybe it was when you were a kid and you were carefree and didn't care what other people thought. Maybe it's time to get back to not caring what other people think about what you want to do and what you want to be and how you want to live your life. I don't give a shit what people think about me. I mean, I do to a point, I don't want to come across as a jerk to people, but their opinion of me is their opinion. That's fine. But I'm not going to change who I am to try to influence your opinion of me. Why the hell would I do that? Then I'm not living my life. You're living my life. And you already got your own life to live. You screw up your own life, I'll screw up mine. But when you start to focus on what really makes you happy and things that you thought make you happy, maybe they're habits that you think you have to do, or just because you've always done it. You've always smoked. You've always drank. You've always done whatever you do. You've always, I don't know what it is in your life. But you've always done that, and sometimes you tell yourself, I don't want to do that anymore, but you still do it out of habit. And that's when the subconscious mind is taken over, and the body is just going through the habit. And it's when you start focusing and becoming aware that is happening. That's the first step. Become aware, like, oh crap, here I am, I'm going outside to smoke another cigarette. I don't smoke cigarettes, by the way. I'm going outside to smoke another cigarette. And I want to quit, but nope. But I have this habit I can't stop. It's when you have that urge to do something that you want to change about yourself, and you become aware that you have that urge, and then you push past it and do it anyway. But when you start becoming aware of that and consciously thinking about it and making an alternate decision in that first moment when you think about it, try something different. Because if you go down the same path you always do, you know exactly what to expect, right? But if you try something different and focus on something totally different, who knows? You may just accomplish what you want to accomplish. And you may change something about yourself or your life that you've been wanting to change for a long time, but you just never thought you could do it. I'm here to tell you that no one else can do it for you. Right? You got to do it. And it's tough. It sucks. There's things that I've changed about my life, and I was like, man, I don't want to have to change that. But I knew it was for the right reasons and better. and I'm a better person for it. But at the time, it's tough. You get through it. Whatever it is. You could, I tell my daughter all the time, I said, the mind controls the body. Your mind controls your body. But so often we let our body control our mind. Our habits are, because by the time you're 35 years old, you're running off subconscious and then you're just reacting. So you've already programmed who you are, how you're going to act, how you're going to feel, how you're going to respond, what decisions you're going to make, and you've already got that down that path. So if you're older and you're still just going down that same path and you wish your life was different, well, as my dad used to say, you wish in one hand and you crap in the other and see which gets full first. So it's not going to be the wish hand. So wishing is fun, but focus. Awaken, become aware of the thoughts before you do the actions that you want to change. And you start becoming aware of it, then you're like, oh, okay. Then it gives you time to think about it. Maybe you might not have the strength to do it right away, but the fact that you become aware of the thought first and keep becoming aware of it to where it's in your mind, eventually you're going to be in the same situation 3 or 4 times and thinking about it, and then maybe making the normal decision that you make, the bad one. And then afterwards, you're like, shit, I thought about that too. Why didn't I stop? And you're going to give yourself the strength to stop by busting yourself for not stopping. Does that make sense? I hope so. But when you start to focus on you instead of focusing on everything outside of you, then things will start to change. Don't let anybody or anything influence your actions in your life. It's your life. It's your decisions. And once you start making them, and you start focusing on what you really want, I'll tell you what you want, what you really, really want. I had to do that, sorry. When you start focusing on what you really want, then it becomes clear. And then you'll start to find your joy because you're going to feel good about completing the task of whatever you wanted to do, whatever action you want to take. You'll feel good about how you stood up for yourself and for what your real self. Not the one that you're used to, not the normal person that you've been I've been this way, I've been all my life. No, the person that you want to become. And when you start taking steps to become that person and taking the right actions to be the new you with the new personality, you will create that new personal reality. So focus and become aware of your thoughts. Think about what you're thinking about, man. All right. Okay. That's all I got for you today. I hope it helps a little bit. Kurt, thanks for grabbing the book. Quick shout out to Podomatic.com. They keep this show on the air. They have for so many years. I'm coming up on 500 shows. They've kept every one of them up there, and it's great. Check them out. Start your own podcast, Podomatic.com. I got a big surprise coming soon. I've got a new, product that I'm going to be possibly bringing on the show. I'm going to check it out and see if it's good stuff. And if it is, you might be hearing about a new product that will really help you from, what do they say? Help solve all parts of your thinking, your brain, your health, all kind of good stuff. So I'll let you know more about that once I get the samples and see how it is. All right. All right. Don't forget about the book, the text line 304-506-3332. That's all for today. You have a fantastic day. And remember, think about what you're thinking about. My name is Nat. This has been the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. I think we can all do a little bit better. I'll talk to you later.